Uncharted will be releasing in theaters on February 18, and as I started with Spider-Man No Way Home, I will be predicting the box office of every major movie releasing in 2022. So here we go with Uncharted box office predictions. So let's start with, of course, the domestic opening weekend for the film. Now look, we've seen with video game movies before. These movies rarely succeed at the box office. Now, I don't think there's enough hype for Uncharted that it can really do Sonic the Hedgehog level numbers or even Detective Pikachu level numbers. I just don't think. I think people there is a small fan base who's really excited for the film, especially Tom Holland fans are more excited for this film rather than the Uncharted game fans. So I just don't know if this movie will get a lot of supports from both the fan bases. At least not from both. One of the fan base is going to support it, and it's definitely Tom Holland's fan base. And the reviews haven't been good. The word of mouth isn't good, so it will definitely affect its opening weekend at the box office, because the reviews have been lifted quite soon. They should have been lifted during Thursday night. That would have helped the movie. But with this word of mouth, I'm predicting a $30 million domestic opening weekend. Moving towards the domestic total, how good legs will it have? Well, I think not good at all. It's going to have a mediocre opening weekend, that is $30 million. That's what my prediction is. Then it will have a free second weekend, like no big competition in the market. So it will just do, I don't think it will drop terribly in the second weekend, but for third and fourth, I think it's going to drop huge, because the Batman is coming out on March 4th. And I think Batman is going to steal all its thunder. Even the premium screens won't be left for Uncharted, so I don't think anything will help the movie in terms of legs. You see, the word of mouth is already bad. So the more the people will get to know how bad the movie is, the less it will perform at the box office. And as the word of mouth is bad, legs won't be as good. Plus, the competition from the Batman is just going to, crush this movie away. It just won't stand up against the Batman. It's just that movie is just way too big for it to handle. So I'm predicting a $65 million domestic total. That's just almost a bit more than double of it. It might be even less than that. Then the worldwide total. Well, I think it will be better than the domestic total. I think it's going to have quite a percentage in terms of domestic is to worldwide ratio, because these adventure kind of flicks do well overseas, and they have different release schedule. In a lot of territories it is already been released, so that's the plus factor going on with this film. At least adventure movies, then there's Tom Holland, who is having a good fan base. Thanks for Spider-Man No Way Home hype. I think people would like to see another Tom Holland movie, especially internationally. So I think it will do quite normal internationally. I don't think it's going to be a total disaster at the box office. I still think it's going to bomb at the box office, considering its budget and the marketing cost. But I think it will well overcome its budget. But I don't know if it will cover the marketing cost of the film. So the international total will be double the domestic total. Adding all the international total and domestic total, I think we get something around $200 million. That's my prediction for the worldwide total of this movie. It might be less. I seriously consider it being less. I don't think it will be more, but there are serious chances of it being less. I'm being quite optimistic about it, even though I just said almost all the pessimistic things. But let's see if it does this, crosses this margin. So those were predictions for Uncharted. Subscribe my channel Film Villa, and thank you for watching.